What up, everybody? How are you guys doing? Did you say your thank yous? I know you did. You guys are doing a good job. Keep saying your thank yous every day and stay blessed. Thank, be thankful for each and every day that you're given. It should be the first thing you do when you wake up is be thankful for another day to try to conquer, to better yourselves. Um, to create and to do something new, to learn something new. This is Jesse. Find your tenacity. You know we on this roller coaster ride. Life. Now today's subject is coming straight from the heart. Straight from the inside. The true feeling. That feeling you get when you see that special someone, but you don't quite know how to express yourself. Love. In many forms. It doesn't necessarily have to be just with your partner, Love can be for your family, for friends, obviously your partner. We love our pets. We love doing certain things. But when it comes to interaction and actually expressing yourself to somebody, are you able to tell somebody you love them just out of the blue, out of nowhere? See, a lot of us have that issue to where we feel as if telling somebody that we love them is like some sort of weakness, like it makes us vulnerable. You can't think that way. You have to just do and say what you feel. And it should always be that way. Don't be the person that's always responding to somebody else's feeling towards you. I'm not saying that you have to feel a certain way, but you know deep down that if you feel that love, express it. In your household, with your siblings, if you have siblings. You love them, say it out of the blue. Be that spark in the room that creates that feeling. Don't wait for somebody else to tell you, hey, I love you, and then you're responding. You become that spark in the room, and it encourages them in the future to do the same. Like, hey, it's not that big of a deal. I can tell someone I love them if that's what I feel. That's all it is. We all tend to show our feelings when a person's not there. Sadly enough, when somebody passes, that's when you tell them, oh, I love you. You don't know how much I loved you. It's the same thing. It's like, why do you give them roses when they can't smell them anymore? Tell them I love you from the beginning. When they can hear the words, when they can feel the words. That's the best thing you can do, is to show that emotion. Be true to yourself. Like new relationships, or steady relationships, or relationships that have been going on for years. There seems to be this threshold, and I feel like it's more the men that have an issue with just saying, I love you, for the first time. Because of that whole, machismo, that, well, I'm a man, I can't do that. I have to wait for them to tell me, oh man, if you feel it, say it. If they don't feel it, they're just not going to respond. But you can't wait for somebody to tell you how they feel for you to tell them something. If you're incapable of showing this feeling, able to express yourself, tell yourself. Can you look in the mirror and say, I love you? Think about that. Practice on yourself. And then go ahead and start telling everyone that you do love that you love them. It gets old to have to respond to everybody because you can't initiate that feeling. Initiate it. Don't worry about the outcome because you're doing what your heart's telling you to do. You're not scared to do it. You shouldn't be scared to do it because that's what you feel. Feel that and carry it on. Believe me, if you go up to your sister, you go up to your brother, and you tell them you love them, you don't know how much better that's going to make you feel, knowing that they know that that's what you feel. You're going to make their day. And if they're the same way, where it's hard for them to express themselves, you'll be able to help them crack their shell so that they can go ahead and respond in the future without even thinking about it. Just doing it. Because it's just, there always has to be feeling to it, It's like a hello. You can tell everybody hello. And it can lose its meaning because you're just used to saying it. But this is always heartfelt. You tell somebody you love them because that's what you feel. And I'm not saying do this every 5 minutes. If you want to, go for it, That's great. But tell your wife when you wake up in the morning, I love you. Vice versa. Tell your husband. You guys can't wait to respond to each other to actually tell each other how you feel. You don't have to do that. Tell your friends, your real friends. And when I say friends, we all know what we're talking about. We all have about that many real friends that you actually will love. Tell them, Life's too short to not express yourself. And it's natural. When you do it, it'll feel natural. It'll feel so good. Because you're releasing that feeling. You're not holding it in. You're not worried about what people think. That's one of the biggest things is we're worried about what everyone else is, going to think. Like, I can't tell my brother I love you in front of so-and-so. Why not? Just do it. Try it. You'll feel much better. I guarantee you that. Express your feelings to the utmost. Live for a reason and let it out. Let everything out. Don't hold it in. That in turn will help you with other feelings. You won't hold in your sadness. When you have an issue to talk about, it's going to be easy for you to go to these people that you love and tell them, hey, this is what's going on. As opposed to not being open, and you're going to hold all of this in. You're going to sit in your room. You're going to wait or hope for it to pass. People are going to ask you, is everything okay? And you're just going to lie and say, yeah, everything's fine. Because you're too stubborn to tell these people how you feel. Start unleashing these feelings. Be real with yourself and don't worry about what anybody else thinks. You'll encourage a whole different feeling in your household, just around your circle. And it's going to feel greater. You're going to feel as if no topic is untouchable, that you won't be able to relate with other people. You won't feel that. you know? Because there isn't anything that you're afraid to talk about now that you're expressing your love towards people or whatever feeling you have. Keep encouraging others to express themselves. Parents, show your kids all the love in the world. Tell them so that it's easy for them as children to express that feeling. I tell my son every day, I love you. And he tells me the same, and it has feeling behind it, but it's so easy for us to tell each other that. You know? You're never too old, you're never too young to say those words to the people that you actually love. You have to start from the beginning, and if you've gone through all this and your household that isn't about expressing their feelings, well, spark that. Like I said, spark that encouragement, and it'll run rampant in your house, in your circle. I promise you that. Guys, just keep loving each other, keep the positivity going, keep saying your thank yous. Again, I thank you for watching. I know this was a little bit different as far as how we set everything up, but just going with it, you know, that roller coaster ride. And this was a little bit more low key, but we're just gonna go with what we feel here. This is our way of finding our tenacity. Find your tenacity and just go with it. Love one another, and we're gonna have a lot of topics coming up, you know. This is just, you know, the beginning of digging real deep into what we actually feel, what we do, and how we encourage others to be themselves. Again, I appreciate you guys for watching. Stay blessed. Much love.